Thank you for clicking on the video. Welcome back to the channel. This is another review for Love and Marriage Huntsville Season 4, Episode 1, Marceau Messy. So, I feel like we didn't even get a break. It was like these folks was gone a week and we're back already. I was like, Season 4, this feels like Season 10. I feel like we have had seasons upon seasons of this show. And it's only been 4 seasons. We've only been doing this for 4 years. It seems like 10 years. Anyway, let's get into it. So, Tisha and Marceau, they have dinner. And they talk about this trip he took. He took a solo trip to Africa. So, he said he needed to get away. My husband and I were talking about this last night. And I was like, ain't no way in hell you coming up to me talking about, I just need a little bit of me time. I just need to decompress. I need to find myself again. I'm going to go to Africa. Now, finding yourself up the road an hour, a couple of hours up the road, maybe to Savannah. Okay. And even then, my husband was like, nah, you need to be leery. If I come telling you I need to go anywhere without you for a long period of time, you know, like he don't even be wanting to do no weekend trip with the guys like that. It's like he can deal with maybe a day, 2 days max with the friends. And then it's like, all right, y'all boys ready to go? I'm ready to get home. And that's only because my husband works out of town. And so we don't get the everyday, you know, coming home to your spouse thing because he works out of town right now. He's in Baltimore. So I mean, of course, any chance that he and I have to be alone or to get away, we doing it. Just the two of us, you know, not bringing a crew or not meeting nobody out there. Nothing like that. We do our separate trips with the friends, but it's not too often. And so saying all that to say, that ain't our ministry going on a whole trip to Africa without your spouse. Like, that's something you experience with your spouse first. And then you do that kind of thing alone. Like, traveling alone, I have no issues with. Because I enjoy my alone time. So, that's never been a problem for me. But Africa? And then, what is this? Africa is a third world country. Excuse me, Marceau. No, first of all, Africa is the continent. And so let's start there. Let's start with it's not a country. It's a continent. Now, what country in Africa were you at? You know, and then we can talk about that. But he just done blanket statement the whole continent. Like, maybe, you know, flip of the tongue. We just gonna charge it to that because I know Marceau is intelligent. I know he's an educated man. Okay. Anyway, Tisha, you know, she wasn't invited and she felt the way, like I said, about him going alone. But what Tisha gonna do? Nothing. Marceau, he says he was feeling overworked, which is hence his reason for going on the trip. While out there, he figured that he should, you know, when he returned, get a personal assistant or chief of staff. And, you know, Tisha's first question is, so is it going to be a man or a woman? And Marceau is like, well, what does it matter? It matters to Tisha. You know, I'm sure it would matter to most wives if you were going to be hiring a woman to work very closely with you. You know, like she going to have to run her by me. Run her past me. Let's interview a few people and we can decide on a chief of staff and a personal assistant. You know, you're not gonna pull the wool over my eyes. But then again, I trust my man. You know, it's these hoes you can't trust. And even then, mine gonna mush you in the forehead, so don't try it with him. Okay, don't try it with that one. You're gonna get mushed in the forehead if you don't get the bag. It's like y'all remember when Carlton, I'm really going off, but y'all remember when Carlton was in that office with that girl, and I think he was trying to get a job. I don't know what it was, but sis was trying to use the sex over Carlton, and Carlton hit her bop right there on the forehead, and, you know, proceeded to move her out of his way because, no, ma'am, that's what you're going to get from Timothy Anderson if you come trying it. But anyway, she said it should be somebody mature and, you know, old. Somebody that is less threatening, you know, ain't going to be no young tender working around her husband. But that says a lot about your distrust for your husband, because he should be able to work around anybody and you not be worried. you know. Tisha brings up the picture that Marceau posted with Maurice in the picture, proving that Maurice was around to witness Martell and, I don't want to call it coleslaw, Arian, to witness he and Arian's tryst. That proved that Maurice was there and that he had lied on the reunion. Tisha starts talking about Arian and, you know, in her comments, and he's just like, Tisha, we already talked about this. So you said you wasn't going to, hold on. Tisha's doing what she always does, which is, you know, I don't really do the comments. I don't really read the comments, but she reading the comments, pretending she's not bothered when she's bothered. You know, she's going to keep prying. And Marceau does that slick talk like he always does. He speaks in parables and riddles and you know, and things of that nature to swindle her and manipulate the situation. And, you know, it makes her feel better because ain't nowhere in the world he didn't believe that posting that picture wouldn't cause a ripple effect. Like, you had to know. You've been in this business for 4 years now. You know good and well what blogs are, what vlogging is, what the media outlets run with, and you decided to post that picture thinking it was a jokey joke. And it ain't a jokey joke. It's not funny. All right, Martell goes to Lewis's gym and they chat and get a workout in. Martell says that working out has become his self-care. I mean, what else can he do? I guess, you know, that's he's not the only person. A lot of people go to the gym, you know, to relieve stress. And it is a stress reliever. I mean, you feel so much better afterwards, you know? Even when you don't want to go, as soon as you leave, it's just like, I'm so glad I went. That's how I felt today on a Monday. Like, oh, I'm so glad I went to the gym. Because I really wasn't going to go. I really wasn't going to go. But we doing 5 days a week, okay, around here. Got to keep up the 5 days a week. Anyway, enough of that. He says that he got to get on the same page with Melody. You know, it's been tough. He feels like she's keeping the kids away from him. When in reality, he wants access to the children when he wants access to the children. So, like, when I call, you need to answer because I want to talk to the kids. And it's like, no, you got to work around my schedule now. And if I'm not available, then they're not available. Until they get their own cell phones. It's on my time, you know. So, I don't know what he's confused about, but it just is what it is. You already know because somebody is listening, he's going to tell his same old story about Melody being a cheater. He feels vindicated for some reason in that she admitted it on the reunion. I'm like, she didn't really admit to nothing. Like, I mean, she admitted that, yeah, when we were separated, I did what I needed to do. And I mean, if he thought that we, the public, would feel any way about Melody for doing that, he's mistaken. This is what I got from Melody. Good on you. Good on you, sis. Because if you didn't do anything, then we'd be looking at you like, girl, what you doing? Y'all was separated. She moved out, got her own apartment, and so that meant that it's not cheating. Like, I mean, I guess technically, if we're gonna be technical about it, then okay. But I mean, under the eyes of God, I'm sure he's like, okay, you know, because you stepped out of the marriage, you know, while you guys were still in the home together, still a family, still very much married. And she dabbled and did what grown people do when shit hit the fan in her marriage, and you had already been cheating for the past 5 years, and she decided to leave you. She still came back, you know, but no, we're not about to paint her out. Y'all not even. Y'all not even. Lewis changes the subject. He says that, you know, he appreciated Martell having his back at the reunion. And Martell says, you know, that he felt like it got way too dramatic and intense anyway. It's not fair that they tried to gang up on him because nobody's being transparent. You know, Martell was, you not transparent. You not transparent. You not transparent either. You not transparent. Nobody's transparent. And it to a certain extent, none of y'all are for real, because I mean, you're only gonna give us what you want to give us anyway. I mean, you're not gonna sit up and be that transparent. But Tiffany and Louis were just perfect patties sitting over there, you know, like they've done no wrong, like they don't have a story, and they do. So that was everybody's issue. He takes it further. Of course, you know, we're talking about the picture again, so I guess this is what we're gonna be talking about for the first few episodes. At least we're gonna be talking about this picture. So he talked about a picture. He said it went against bro code for sure. You know, he's like, Marceau won't talk to me about pillow talking, but what he did really went against bro code, and it did. But Marceau felt like it was a joke. He felt like, this is all for shits and giggles. I'm gonna throw something out there and let the people run with it, and it's all funny. It's not funny though, and it's really not funny. They felt like, you know, with him doing that, the collateral damage was the wives. You know, it falls back on the wives, on Tisha, on Kimmy, and their other brother. What's his name? Micah, and his wife, and she's a mute. I mean, we saw her, but we didn't really meet her because she didn't say nothing. Maybe she don't want to. I don't know, but she was just sitting there looking like being seen and not heard. Kimmy, she has a new dog. His name is Zeus. He's a puppy. It's a pit bull. It's a pit bull mix, it looks like, but you know, you can tell it's a pit bull around up in there somewhere. But this dog, it's a what you call it? Comfort dog. Is that what they're called? Comfort pet? I can't remember, but you know, when the people need, it's, you know, like therapy. I think it's called a comfort pet. I want to say that. But anyway, she has Zeus, and he's running around in the yard. Maurice and their son, well, his son, they show up to the house, and Maurice Jr. goes in the house, you know, with the dog, and they're outside talking. You already know she want to get right to the point. So about the picture. About that picture, I just want to know whether or not you slept with the linebacker. She said, yeah, listen, I'm grown, I'm gonna be upfront. I've always told you I was gonna be upfront, and you've always said if I asked you a direct question that you would answer me directly and honestly. And so I'm asking, did you sleep with the linebacker? And he starts that hemming and hawing, and she's like, don't go around the bend with me. Yes or no? And he says, absolutely not. No, it didn't happen. No. And it's like, okay, Maurice. She's going to choose to believe her husband. She can believe her husband all she wants. Do I believe her husband? No. But I mean, it really don't matter if I believe him. She married to him. She thinks that he should feel a way about it, though. And, you know, Maurice, he's another one that feels like it's just a joke. It's not that serious. Like, I'm not worried about what people think and what people are saying. I'm not worried about any of that. I know what it is to be true. And she's like, nah, you and Marceau gonna have to have a conversation, because that was messed up what he did. Not only did it affect me, but I'm sure it affected Tisha. It always affects Tisha. And so she's not okay with that. And if she's not okay with that, then he's not okay with that, and we not okay with that. Period. Cause Maurice, he always deflecting. He just be lying and deflecting. I can't. Anyway. Destiny. Destiny is playing in my face, in your face, in the people's face. She in them people's studio, playing around, wasting time and money. Talking about she's a singer now. And she says she got time to follow her dreams now. You know, she's always wanted to be a singer. I thought you was in the hair business, auntie. Well, maybe not auntie, because I feel like we're around the same age. So, sis, I felt like we was in the hair business. So when we started singing, can you please elaborate on the history in music that you have? Because you ain't never told us nothing about being no singer or wanting to sing or none of that. This is very, let me take a page out of the book of Melody Hope. Let me have a singing career this season. I mean, just snatch the storyline. Just hopped on it and just ran with it. Destiny, you're not no singer. You don't want to be no singer. So stop playing in our faces. Get out them people's studio wasting their money and time. Anyway, Tisha, she drops by the studio session and she's asked first questions. So, how do your friends feel about your music? Are they supportive? By friends, she mean Melody. Girl, like, we not stupid. There Tisha go with the passive aggressiveness. She's very passive aggressive. I can't stand if I don't reiterate it enough. Passive aggressiveness is something that really burns my hide. Like, I really can't stand it, because why are you doing that? Like, and why you think I don't catch it? Like, why you think I can't catch it? I understand exactly what you're doing. I see you coming a mile away, and you still think that you're gonna play in my face. I can't with people who are passive aggressive, and Tisha is very passive aggressive. Destiny shares her story. She shares a bit of her story. This is new. News to me, because she didn't give us none of this for the past 2 years we've known her. But apparently she was on public assistance after the divorce. She was borrowing money from her dad, exhausted her 401k, her savings, all of that. So it was very rough on her financially. And so now that things are picking up, the business is back up and running, the hair store / salon that she has, she can finally work on her music. I guess that's code for I got time to play around. She got time to play around in the studio, playing and wasting money. I think Tisha asked about Melody. And, Destiny kind of gives her a look. She ain't really talked to Melody. She hasn't spoken to her since the reunion, honestly. And she says she's just respecting the boundaries that Melody has put up. She supports her from afar. She said, I support her from the distance that she's created. Again, passive aggressive. Because just say I support her, and that's it. Adding that extra salt and extra stank, I support her from the distance that she's created. So in actuality, you're bitter, you're still upset, you're hurt, and you should communicate that instead of sitting up making it seem like you okay and then throwing out your passive aggressive jabs. Really bothers me, guys. It really bothers me. Destiny brings up LA. And the fact that they were in their hotel room and Melody overheard, and Melody came to the room, telling them to pipe down because she can hear them. She says that they went to brunch after that, and she told Melody, everything. She repeated everything that she said. Destiny paints the picture like it wasn't that deep. Like they were just sitting up talking about the reunion. Tisha filled her in on what she missed when she wasn't on stage. They rehashed what was going on. Of course, stuff was added. Of course, salt was added. Of course. And rightfully so. That's natural when you rehashing an argument or rehashing something that has happened, between a friend group. Of course. And Melody just, I guess, didn't appreciate her name being mentioned at all. But she told Destiny that her issue was that she was sitting up talking to her enemy. And Tisha's like, enemy? I'm her enemy? Oh my God. Girl, that girl don't like you. That girl don't like you. Like, it's always something with the two of them. Melody treats her like she's stuck in sorority world. It's very sorority sister, it's I can't tell. I can't tell that they're sisterly at all with this, because they're a part of the same sorority, which is crazy. You would think that they would just automatically off the strength of that, of being sorority sisters, you would think that they could get along, but no. Melody treat her like the Neo that she didn't want to be online. She treated her like an interest. It's all bad. It's very mean girl. Which is what Tisha is always saying about Melody. But Tisha, girl, you still be running behind her. I wouldn't give a fuck if Melody liked me or not. If I was Tisha, like, what you care about all of that for? Coexist in your group settings or not, you know. But the amount of energy she gives to whether or not Melody likes her, or, you know, the ups and downs. I'm not doing that with you. I'm not doing no ups and downs. You know, like, we either up or we not. I know friendships go through things, but the things that they deal with are deal breakers for me. It's just like, and nobody's putting up with that bullshit. On both sides. Ain't nobody putting up with it. I'm tired of talking about Tisha and Destiny. Is this over? I think this is over. Anyway, Melody and Kimmy, they meet for a charcuterie board class, and I was like, this is kind of cool. I was surprised that Huntsville had this to offer. That was given. I was like, are y'all in Atlanta? Because that's something like this. That sounds like something in Atlanta. Anyway, they had, you know, the class gets started or whatever. Melody invited her out because, of course, she knows what's happening in the blogs, and she just wants to check in with Kimmy to make sure that Kimmy is doing well. And, you know, Kimmy just says she's okay. Excuse me, she's okay. She spoke to Maurice. Maurice was honest. She believes her husband. You know, Melody is always going to be jaded when it comes to that. So Melody's response is, if you like it, I love it, but I believed my husband too, and look where it got me. So that's just where I'm at with that. She say today's Melody is you know, the mantra is believe that intuition. Go with the intuition. They talk about the picture. And why would Marceau post that? Like, why would he do that? You know, Melody, she's just like, well, Maurice has said he wasn't there. You know, and so the picture came afterwards, you know. So Melody's not, she's not uncertain at all about why the picture was posted. I think she received it the way that Marceau intended for it to be received. He intended for everybody to just be like, oh, so you was there, you know. But she believes that Maurice didn't sleep with the linebacker, whoever the linebacker is. She has not come forward. But they're saying that she hasn't come forward because she in love or something like that. It's like, whoever he was messing with, she probably somebody's wife too and got too much to lose. So that's why ain't nobody came forward. If you think I believe Marceau is a faithful man or has been faithful or excuse me, or has never cheated, I'm sorry. I just don't buy it. I don't care that nobody has come forward yet. Where there's smoke, there's fire. And that's just that. She invites her to a pajama party as well. She's going to have a little pajama party. And Kimmy says she's going, but of course it's, you know, who all going? And then, see, again, Melody. See, Melody can be passive aggressive as well. You know, she can be shady as well. The mean girl stuff, you know, she was on some, well, I know you like to tell them, you know, don't be running back and telling Destiny and Tisha because they're not invited. And Kimmy should have been like, running back and doing what? Like, see, that's a dig. And see, I'm the type of person that catches that stuff, and we're not rolling past it. We're not rolling past it. Therapy gonna have to help me with learning how to roll past it, because I can't. And then see, I'm shady because I done caught your passive aggressive ass shade, and now I'm shady. That don't even make sense. Micah, Marceau and them brother, he has them over for oh, let me go back. She didn't tell her who was going to be at the party. She did tell her, you know, Destiny and Tisha will not be there, but Tiffany will be there and some of her friends. Kimmy looking like, okay, I'll be there, girl. I'll be there. Anyway, they have dinner at Micah and his wife's house. It's Marceau and Tisha, Kimmy, and Maurice, and Micah and his wife. Did I get her name? I don't even think I got Auntie's name. Why I keep calling these people auntie? These people, we all around the same age. Or, you know, they're a little older. I would say they probably, I don't know if we would have all went to school together. Melody, yes, because Melody is around my age. Melody and Martell. Tisha and Marcel, I think they're a little bit older. I think they're closer to 40 than mid-30s, early 30s like I am. I don't know. But I know Melody is around my age, so I really got to stop saying auntie when I refer to these people. Only Kimmy. Kimmy is definitely auntie age, but not Tisha them. But anyway, Tisha, what's the face? Kimmy get right to it. So, Marcel, about the picture. What was you thinking? And Tisha's like, oh, we just gonna get right to it. We are. We are. So what was that about? What was the purpose? What did you think was gonna happen with that? Again, Marcel thought it would be a joke. He thought that it would make Maurice look complicit, not implicate him in anything. And it's like, how? Especially the minute that Arian got in the comments, you know, with all of what she said, that was that. That was that. The people saw that, and I'm sure they ran with that, you know. And so you couldn't have thought it was going to go any other way than the way that it went. Marcel feels like Maurice knew it was a joke, but he got offended and got upset, you know, when Kimmy got in his ear and when Micah got in his ear. But before that, it was a joke amongst brothers, you know. And Maurice is like, okay, so what if I decided, because you had 2 babies last year, right? And so what if I decided to just start posting me going to baby showers and gender reveals and shit? Would that be okay? And now Tisha and Marcel, whoa, that's taking it too far. That's below the belt. Is it? Is it below the belt? Is it below the belt, y'all? Them two there. I can't with Tisha and Marcel sometimes. Because again, Tisha, now she's sitting up. I don't read the comments. You lying. You lying. Kimmy told Melody, I meant to tell y'all that. Kimmy told Melody that. Melody was like, she don't read the comments. She was in the comments. You got to be in the comments to comment. So, like, I just like it for people to keep it 100. I'll be done when we stop saying keep it 100. Can we stop doing that one? Is that one done? Because keep it 100. Oh, that's 100. You know what another one I'm tired of? Facts. Facts. All of y'all are lame. All of y'all are whack. Wiggity, 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 whack. For saying facts like that. We're not 20. You know, and when it be older people doing it's like, we can't use that lingo like that. Let's keep ours. Let's keep using ours, okay? Let's keep using ours, because facts and 100, grow up. Anyway, that's basically it on the episode. I'm looking forward to the season. We didn't get no Tiffany this go round. Oh well, you know, we don't care. But let me not say that. They brought them back, so hopefully this go round we're gonna get to see a little bit more, as opposed to them coming into the fold thinking that they are the relationship gurus that are here to save everybody's marriage, because that's not what we asked y'all for. We didn't ask y'all for that at all, and we also didn't ask for Destiny to sing. So don't be doing that next week, okay, Destiny? All right, guys, that's it. Be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. It's Call Me Busby, and I'll chat with you later. Peace and light.